So we've already had a lot of different news earlier today. I've put out 3 videos so far, and I was headed to Chick-fil-A, and I looked down at my phone, and as I'm sitting there, I look and there's a tweet from Ian Rappaport about Josh Jacobs, and I'm like, is this real? It's in one of those news reports that you have to like double take, because I was honestly shocked. But here it is. Ian Rappaport. The Packers are expected to sign Josh Jacobs. Source tell me and Tom Pelissero. So the Packers making a big move in the running back market with Aaron Jones still on the roster. And a few days ago, I made a video and discussed the potential of, Saquon Barkley coming into Green Bay. And I was talking about how back before last season, the Packers were interested in Jonathan Taylor. And so the fact that the Packers right before last season were trying to make a move, or at least interested in making a move, that for a guy like the caliber of a Jonathan Taylor type running back, that's why when I saw Saquon Barkley and that maybe he would be leaving the Giants, that would the Packers want to do something like that? But this is interesting. Josh Jacobs is 26 years old, so he's not very old yet. With running backs, though, that cliff, you never know, the running back age cliff, but he is 26 years old. He wasn't great last year. If we look at his stats, 233 attempts last year, 805 yards, 3.5 yards per attempt, 6 touchdowns. But the year before that, in 2022, he was the best running back in the league. I'm pretty sure he led in rushing. 339 attempts, 1,653 yards, 4.9 yards a carry, and 12 touchdowns. There's no doubt the Raiders' offense was much better in 2022. Last year, 23, they were so bad. I mean, I haven't looked in a ton to Josh Jacobs and everything that was going down there with the Raiders, but that had to affect him to some degree. And so now to think about this Packers offense with the way that this passing attack has, really started to thrive down the stretch, and the fact that now we have Josh Jacobs in here, if he can play like he did in 2022 with 1,600 yards, then, this Packers offense is going to be scary. And it does make you wonder what's going on with Aaron Jones. My guess is he's going to stick around. It doesn't really make sense to cut him. I think he has like a $12 million dead cap hit if you cut him. Don't think the Packers will do that. But I have talked about how Aaron Jones, even though he played really well at the end of last season, he dealt with tons of injuries. He's getting a little bit older, and I think we all knew the Packers needed to do something in the running back room because it seems like A.J. Dillon probably not returning. Aaron Jones getting older. Odds were they added someone who could potentially take over for Aaron Jones in the future. And my guess was it was going to be in the draft, and they could still draft someone, but now they clearly found their answer in Josh Jacobs. So let's say a year or two from now, Aaron Jones leaves, they could still have Josh Jacobs. But if Aaron Jones comes in 2024 fully healthy, ready to play, and Packers also have Josh Jacobs, that's going to be, that has to be one of the better rushing attacks in the league with Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs if they're both playing at their full capabilities. And so I did not see this coming, but I like this move. It's an exciting move. I feel like the Packers don't usually have a ton of moves where you're like, wait, what? Really? This is actually happening? And this is one of those moves, bringing in a top-tier running back. I have not seen any numbers come out yet when it comes to Josh Jacobs and how much he's going to get paid. But the running back market is pretty, it's one of the lower paid positions in the NFL. In the past, I've sort of been on the train of why pay a running back a lot of money when you can find values like Aaron Jones, pretty sure he was around 4, Isaiah Pacheco. There's lots of values you can find in the NFL, but the Packers here get a legit running back, and I think that in this Packers offense, Jacobs back there, hopefully we see some really good play from him next season, and I like that he's 26. 26 still isn't young for a running back, but it's not crazy old, so I like this move. It's exciting. Brian Gutekunst's coming in here, making some moves. But that is all I have for this one. If you want more Packers content, want to stay up to date with all this free agency news, make sure the notifications are turned on so you never miss any Packers news. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.